everybody, welcome back to Art a la Carte, and another video where I am taking characters, original characters that you have drawn and redrawing them in my own style. I love doing this as kind of on those days where I can't think of anything to draw or I'm just not inspired to draw. This is a fun alternative. So if, like me, you ever find yourself in that artistic rut, take a look and see if anyone has drawn this in your own style challenges. And if you're looking for a character that I drew that you can draw in your style, stay tuned to the end of this video because I've got a fun idea for you guys. So let's jump into this first character. This character is by ArtbyApril over on Instagram, and generally I choose characters that I can see the full body with. I want to see what the whole costume looks like, what kind of shoes are they wearing, all that. But there was just something about this piece that I really liked. I loved her hair, her eyes, her expression, and just the interesting way that she's drawn. It made me wonder who she was. So I decided to pick her as my first character. While I wanted to give her an unusual pose, I didn't want to completely just draw this same picture. So instead of having her hands down in front of her, I decided to have them raised up and kind of meshing in with her hair a little bit because I love drawing really big hair. So I kind of wanted to have the hands and the tendrils of her hair kind of intertwining, which you'll see as I get a little further into this. I did have to come up with what I thought the rest of her outfit was, and to determine that, I had to come up with her character arc, who she is, what she does. The fun part about this challenge is that I encourage people when they submit their characters for me to draw is to tell me as little as possible about the character. So this one had absolutely nothing except for the hashtag, which is what I use to find, which is art a la OCD or original character draw. So if you have an original character that you would like to have me try to draw, use that hashtag either on Twitter or Instagram, and who knows, I might pick your character to draw next. But for this character, I decided that she was kind of a performer, a dancer, modern times. A lot of my characters tend to be in kind of the fantasy realms or, olden days, but this one, she's modern. She is a modern girl. I feel she lives in New York City and she works on Broadway. She is like an amazing dancer. So I wanted to give her this really cool outfit, stretching in the morning, getting ready for her day's performance. So as you see this drawing progress, you'll see that she has this kind of skin-tight dance suit. And I went with this butterfly motif that's on the front of her shirt and kind of included that into the pattern on her leggings, which can be a little challenging to draw a pattern on clothes. So if you are looking for a video where I kind of tackle that, check out my last tutorial Tuesday. I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video or in the end card. Check that out. I talk a little bit about how to translate a pattern onto clothes. I also added a little bit extra jewelry because I could only see the jewelry that's on her wrists and her necklace. I did almost forget her earrings. At the very end of her drawing, I remembered that she had earrings, so I went back and put those in. But in addition to that, I gave her some ankle bracelets and a toe ring, just because I thought she needed it. Thank you so much, April, for submitting her to me. And if you're watching this video, I would love to find out who this character is, so let us know in the comment section below. Moving on to character number 2. For the second character, I wanted to push myself to choose a character that maybe I normally wouldn't draw that type of character. So when I saw this really cute rat mouse kind of character, I thought, that's it. That's the one I want to draw. But this character is so perfectly designed, and it's a type of creature that I don't normally draw. So if I were to draw this character, I would pretty much draw exactly the way it is drawn now because I like this design. How can I draw this character? By Hymitsu? That's what I'm going for. Hymitsu on Instagram. How can I draw this character in my own style? So I went back to my theme for the first drawing, which was Broadway. What if they were going to put on a Broadway show featuring this character? If I was a costume designer, how would I design the costume for this character? I don't want to make it look like someone in a gigantic Chuck E. Cheese suit, you know, the really big baggy kind of zip up the back, I work at Chuck E. Cheese kind of outfit. I wanted it to be artistic, and again, I wanted my character to be kind of a dancer. So how could I incorporate this really cute baggy looking mouse creature, but really still have the audience be able to see the movement and grace of the dancer? So this is my idea. I decided to give the character a skin-tight leotard, but then over top of that, layer out the kind of puffier, baggier shape of this character, but in a really transparent, gauzy, sparkly material. That way you get the shape of the character, but you also get to see the movement of the dancer underneath. That was my idea. And it was really fun. I've never done anything like this before, where I tried to take a character and design it as a costume. And I think this is something I want to try again. So if you think that's a fun idea, let me know in the comment section below. What character, fictional character, movie character, book character, would you like to see a costume design based for that? This picture gave me a definite Nutcracker theme, like with the Mouse King. I think it was the little crown that I put on top, because I almost missed it too. There's a little tiny crown on top of this little mouse's rat head. So I made sure to put that on there as well. I liked playing with the different color palettes, the really cool blueberry blue kind of colors, and then the creamy tones underneath. And I had a really fun idea for the paws to make them not look like, you know, big padded paws. I gave her gloves that kind of had that swooping pattern that you can kind of see on the character's pattern design, but I interpreted them as gloves instead. I always get questions on what tools I'm using. I am sketching in my Ilios sketchbook. I'm using Copic markers, a mix of different kinds of pencils. I think mostly is my Pilot Color Enos pencils. They come in a ton of different colors, with some of my favorite color pencils to use. If you guys are interested in any of the tools that I'm using, I have gel pens that I use, some highlighters. I'll leave links to all of those materials in the description box below. There are Amazon links, so you can find out more information about them and if they're the right tools for you. Okay, let's move on to the third and final character, which for this character, I decided to do something a little bit different. Now, please don't get mad at me. I'm just doing it this once. Unless you guys really like it, then I might do it again. But if you guys want me to stick to your guys' characters, because it wasn't like I ran out of options for your characters to draw, but I was looking through the tag of, there's a hashtag out there called Draw This in Your Own Style. And I was looking through some of them, and this picture just jumped out at me, and I wanted to draw her. So I decided to include it into this video as well. It's definitely not because you guys are not sending me your characters. I love drawing your characters. I want to continue drawing your characters, but I wanted to draw this one, so I thought I would include it in this. And the reason that I wanted to draw this character was her hair, or more specifically, the lack of drawing her hair. I was really inspired to draw a character who had white hair, where you end up actually not drawing or inking that in. That when the picture's done, it's all the colors and things around it that allow you to see the hair. So as the picture progresses, you'll see that come through. It was a really fun and challenging style. I had to stop myself several times from going in and trying to ink it in or add shadows or highlights. Well, I guess it's white hair. I couldn't add too much highlights. But I love this style, and if you have ever tried it, let me know what you think about the style of not drawing the hair, I guess, if that's how you would describe it. And if you guys want to try drawing this character, I'll leave a link to the artist who did this, which is Kuhiart. I'm just going to write it down here. Boom, right there, because I don't want to massacre their name. This is their character. Find out all the rules and everything for drawing this character in their design, or their design of their character in your style. So I would love to see it if you guys have done this character. Okay, we're moving on to the last and final point, which is, I was thinking maybe you guys would like to do this challenge with one of my characters. So I have been running around like a crazy mad woman this last week. I was in Spokane at the Lilac City Comic-Con, which was fabulous. I got to meet several of you guys, so thank you if you stopped by my booth and said hi. was so much fun to meet you. But I haven't had a lot of time to do art, so I'm going to pick a character that some of you guys may have recognized from earlier this year, which was my Marshmallow Girl. This is from my sticker sets that I do each month, which, yes, I know I have not gotten out this month's sticker set. That's on this week's roster of things to do. But I'm going to put this out here for you guys to draw this character when you're posting this to some sort of social media, which can be Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, that you use the hashtag draw this in your own style and then tag me in that photo. But the fun thing is I'm going to showcase as many as I possibly can of the designs that you guys did in the next drawing your character video that I do. So there's a lot of ways for you guys to get shout outs to your channels or your Instagram pages or art in general. So fun drawing the marshmallow character if you want to. Anyway guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and as always, God bless you guys. Thanks for drawing with me, and we'll see you in the next art video. Bye bye!